Thrust SSC. The fastest car ever built isn't really a car in the traditional sense. It's a jet-powered land missile known as Thrust SSC. Built in the United Kingdom and driven by Andy Green, this machine became the first land vehicle in history to break the sound barrier. In 1997, on the Black Rock Desert in Nevada, it reached a speed of 763 miles per hour. That's faster than the cruising speed of a commercial airplane. Powered by two jet engines taken from fighter aircraft, the Thrust SSC produced over 100,000 horsepower. As it accelerated, it didn't just move through the air, it compressed it, creating a sonic boom behind it. At those speeds, even the smallest instability could be catastrophic. The vehicle was carefully designed to remain stable while literally outrunning the sound. And for a brief moment, it did exactly that. Locheed Blackbird. Developed during the Cold War by Locheed Corporation, the SR-71 was designed as a high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft. It could reach speeds of over 2,200 miles per hour, more than 3 times the speed of sound. At those velocities, friction with the air would heat the aircraft's surface to over 500 degrees Celsius. The Blackbird was built primarily from titanium just to survive its own speed. Its engines operated in a way that blurred the line between jet and ramjet, becoming more efficient the faster it went. Missiles fired at it often failed to intercept, not because they weren't fast enough, but because the SR-71 could simply outrun them. The Blackbird didn't just fly fast, it was designed to operate where most aircraft couldn't survive. Cruising at altitudes above 85,000 feet, it flew so high that pilots could see the curve of the earth beneath them. At those heights, the air is extremely thin, which reduces drag but creates another problem. Engines struggle to function without enough oxygen. To solve this, the SR-71 used specially designed inlets that compressed incoming air before it even reached the engines. And cost per one of these machines is roughly $300 to $350 million. North American X-15. The North American X-15 wasn't built like a normal aircraft. It was developed in the late 1950s by North American Aviation for a joint program between the U.S. Air Force and NASA. Construction took place in the United States, with its first flight happening in 1959 over the Mojave Desert. This experimental rocket-powered aircraft holds the record for the fastest crewed, winged vehicle ever built. Piloted by test pilots including William J. Knight, the X-15 reached a top speed of 4,520 miles per hour. That's nearly Mach 7. Instead of taking off on its own, it was dropped from a carrier aircraft before igniting its rocket engine. From there, it climbed to the edge of space. At peak altitude, the sky turned black, and aerodynamic control surfaces became useless. Pilots had to rely on small reaction thrusters, the same concept used in spacecraft. Bloodhound LSR. The Bloodhound LSR is a modern attempt to push beyond the achievements of the Thrust SSC. Designed to exceed 1,000 miles per hour, this vehicle combines jet and rocket propulsion into a single machine. The car itself is over 40 feet long, with a narrow, pointed nose and wheels made from solid aluminum designed to withstand extreme rotational forces at high speed. Instead of rubber tires, these wheels are precision-engineered to handle speeds where normal tires would simply tear apart. During testing in South Africa, the Bloodhound LSR already reached speeds of over 600 miles per hour, kicking up massive plumes of dust as it tore across the desert floor. At full speed, it's expected to cover a mile in just a few seconds, faster than the blink of an eye. Bell X-43. The fastest air-breathing vehicle ever built is the NASA X-43, an experimental aircraft developed by NASA. In 2004, it reached an astonishing speed of Mach 9.6, or about 6,600 miles per hour, making it nearly 10 times faster than the speed of sound. Unlike traditional jets, the X-43 used a scramjet engine, which has no moving parts and relies on the vehicle's extreme speed to compress incoming air for combustion. To get up to speed, it was first carried by a B-52 bomber and then boosted by a rocket before its engine even turned on. At full velocity, it covered a mile in less than a second. The entire flight lasted only minutes, but in that short time, it demonstrated a new kind of propulsion that could one day revolutionize high-speed travel. But there's a problem. No X-43 model has survived a single flight. This is the issue when pushing the hyperspeed envelope, the materials can't keep up with the engines, where metals and composites fail. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. Not all speed records happen in the sky. The fastest production-based road car is the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, built by Bugatti. In 2019, it became the first car of its kind to break the 300 miles per hour barrier, reaching a top speed of 304 miles per hour on a test track in Germany. At its core is an 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine producing over 1,500 horsepower, pushing the car far beyond what was once thought possible for a road vehicle. To remain stable at these speeds, the car was specially modified with an extended body and advanced aerodynamics, reducing drag while maintaining control. At over 300 miles per hour, the car travels the length of a football field in less than a second, blurring the line between road car and engineering experiment.